sorry to break the news to you, but they've been doing that for years now.
The last hardcore system I put in they made was the N64/GameCube.
I like how they presented it with the puppet things. I mean,
that was pretty funny.
I thought that was pretty funny. It really kept me entertained in watching it. I liked that.
And then the games came.
Then the games came, and that's where it just like.
They're like, oh my God, you finally get
sunk to the bottomless pit of the black hole that we have out there in outer space.
People's like, oh my God, you finally get the stuff that you guys wanted. And I'm like, the fact that I got to move the Wii U gamepad to look in the cockpit and to shoot stuff, no.
You mean the fake Star Fox game what game are you talking about?
Star Fox Zero, the first thing they showed off, and I was like, oh cool, Star Fox, finally. And then they showed, oh, you moved the Wii U gamepad to look through the cockpit. Fuck you! That was my reaction. Was fuck you. Nobody wants that shit. Fuck you.
I don't even remember that.
It was in there. Trust me. You probably were bored by then.
Yeah, pretty much.
They showed off kind of a stupid game for 3DS.
8,000 games for 3DS that's coming out.
Animal Crossing Amiibo Party. It's a board game that you literally need to buy the amiibos, use amiibos to play them with.
Well, kind of hard to buy the amiibos
when you can't find any. Fucking bastards. I don't buy those things anyway, but I know people who do collect them, and I keep hearing about their horrible experience trying to find certain ones. I'm like, you're paying $13 for a piece of plastic. Oh! Don't forget, they said they're going to have a lot of third-party support. You know what third-party support they're getting is you can use with 2 different types of Skylander type amiibos with Donkey Kong and Bowser. That was their third-party support.
Didn't Ubisoft do something with them?
No. Ubisoft is making Just Dance for them. That's it.
Poor Nintendo.
Nintendo, you're a damn joke. And that's a sad thing, because you used to be the king.
Look.
And now you're a fucking joke.
Well, they used to be the king until Sega fucking knocked her ass off the fucking top of the list.
Sega.
And PlayStation came right along after that and knocked them even further. And then Xbox came along and knocked them all the way down to the bottom.
Okay, so here's how I summarize the press conference from Nintendo. They got that game coming out with that Alice is making, where it's a Fire Emblem / Shin Megami Tensei crossover. I want that because it looks. People were like, "Oh my!" Because it started off with the idol thing singing or whatever. And people were like, "What kind of the fuck is this?" I'm like, "That's the kind of games I like. The more weirder type. That just screams Atlas game to me." Because you know how Atlas how they make their games. They just screamed Atlas all over it. So I know Atlas is making this with hardly any influence from Nintendo, I think. And that's good. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought about making a video of me using my Wii U as a play pigeon. Shoot it off and I can shoot my shotgun and blow it up.
Hey, well, you might as well, because you're only getting, because if you trade it in, you only get $60 for GameStop for it right now. So you might as well do something with it.
Pretty much. Anyways, I like the Wii Maker. I'm
Mario Maker.
Yeah, Mario Maker.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm buying for the Wii U this year. And probably.
Well, the thing is, all the games that they showed for Wii U, next year, except Mario Maker. Everything was next year.
Yeah.
Well, Xenoblade was this year, but yeah, I mean, the first Xenoblade was awesome, but I'm really not caring for this one coming out.
I don't care for anything Nintendo's putting out.
Well, mainly because you got so many other games coming out right now for other systems that I'm going to be so more preoccupied with.
Like,
I'm not going to have time for Xenoblade Chronicles X. And that's the honest to God truth. So...
Mister, I got 1,000 freaking games to play.
Shut up.
Okay.
So what would you grade Nintendo's press conference?
I'm gonna be generous. 2 out of 10.
Huh?
2 out of 10.
Generous? I give it a 3, mainly because of Mario Maker, where they showed off, and the Atlas game that they're bringing over. That's it.
I'm giving it 2 just because of the puppet thing, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, and they had a puppet thing. Alright. So far, Sony's leading with 8. Alright. Now, since you've already expressed your opinion about this press conference,
I don't like Square.
the Square Enix one. Did you watch it at all, or did you just skip it altogether? Because if you skipped it, it's going to be just me from now on.
I think it's going to just be you know.
All right, so he skipped. So apparently he skipped it, or he just didn't care for it. All right.
I'm like, the only game I'm buying from Square is the Final Fantasy VII remake.
All right. So he basically skipped it. All right. So let me tell you about the Square Enix press conference. They didn't start off with Tomb Raider like I thought. I thought they were off with Tomb Raider, but Tomb Raider was shown and mentioned for like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, which I expected that. So they started off that. They started off with Just Cause 3, which I was shocked they started off with that. I never played the Just Cause games before, but from what I have been told, they're a lot of great fun. Driving around helicopters and just blowing shit up, shooting anything, causing mass chaos. I'm like, that's the kind of game I probably would like to play. So I'm probably going to end up buying that, but when it goes down in price. I'm not going to get it on day one, unfortunately. I'll get it when it goes down in price. That game looked very interesting to me. Especially the part where they showed, I think it was the guy with the helicopter, and he made like 100 plus explosions go off at once, like a chain reaction. I was like, fuck yeah, that's what I want. So we're going to go down to about $40, maybe $30. But so they showed that. They showed off the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer again. They showed off the World of Final Fantasy again. Wait, no, they didn't mention the Final Fantasy Remake at all. They didn't at the press conference. I was shocked they didn't.
Time exclusive for Sony.
But they showed off. Well, they mentioned Final Fantasy. No. They did show off 7 Remake trailer. They didn't mention any Final Fantasy 15, which I was definitely shocked that they didn't mention anything about Final Fantasy 15. I remember telling you they didn't mention it at all at the press conference, and I was shocked that they didn't mention it at all. So it's like they almost forgot that game exists, even though it's so close to being.
Supposed to be coming out this year.
I've heard this year. I've heard maybe next year. I don't know. If I had to guess, it's probably next year. If I had to guess, it's next year. So we got that. They showed off some kind of stuff with tablets. Not interested in any tablet mobile stuff. So I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. One thing that really got me, they showed off more Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff. No release date or anything like that. They showed off more Kingdom Hearts. I mean, they showed more gameplay of it, where his Keyblade now turns into different weapons, like a gun. I was like, oh, cool! Now Disney's getting to where they're shooting people too. So I was like, okay, cool. But I was like, but still, you know, it's Kingdom Hearts. I bought the HD remake of the first one, and I realized why I didn't like it. I remember quickly why I didn't like it. So, well, I get it. I'm putting a PS4 collection, so I guess I got to. So probably, yeah. Plus, the front is getting darker and darker, so it's like, if the story's getting darker, I would definitely love it, probably for that. But there's that. They also showed off, which I was definitely shocked and surprised, and actually happy. They showed off gameplay of the new Star Ocean game. You forgot about that, didn't you? And basically their version of Tales, where basically what Tales of Zestria I think is going to do. Is that how you call it? Tales of Zestria, where you fight it, you see an enemy, it goes no loading screen, goes straight into the battle, and there you go, you're already in it. And as soon as you fight it, you're done.
Okay, so that makes maybe 2 games I'm gonna buy. I'm still not sold on Dragon Age or Dragon Quest Heroes yet.
Oh, they didn't really mention anything on Dragon Quest Heroes. They showed off a trailer for it, I think. That's coming out in October this year.
Yeah.
I already got it pre-ordered.
I'm not sold on it.
It's Dynasty Warriors with Dragon Quest characters in it. That's all it is. But I pre-ordered it because I wanted to show my support for Dragon's Quest. That's sad, because that's exactly what they're expecting people to do.
Fanboy.
I'm not a Square fanboy like I used to be now. It just, because the Final Fantasy 13 really, actually it says Final Fantasy 10 too, kind of, even though I finished 10 too, kind of started driving me away from them. And then they had 12, which 12 was Bore Fest. We know what the 13 horror that it was, yeah. So
you really want me to give me a grade on Square?
You didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I watched some of it. I still like.
Then go ahead. Give me.
You know I'm not gonna give Square. You know I hate Square.
Go ahead.
1.
1?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm giving them a 6. Dude, most of all their games are exclusive to PS4. It's kind of like how, well, except for Tomb Raider. But most of the games they were discussing, like I think Lost Call was coming to the Xbox One, Tomb Raider was coming to Xbox One. The rest of it, PS4.
I'm still not.
What does that tell you, man?
I'm still not impressed with Square. And they got a long way to go until to get my loyalty back.
What do they got to do to get your loyalty back?
Give me my Tomb Raider game back on my PS4. Don't make me have to go buy an Xbox One or buy the
PC version.
If a PC version comes out for it, I'm hoping that it does. So
I'm pretty sure there will be one.
At least I can be able to play the game. I thought that was a really fucking shitty move on their part.
So overall, what would you give E3 this year?
Overall?
Yeah, overall, like all the press conferences in total.
I'll give
what would you give it?
A 7.
A 7? So the Sony one really put it up the top for you then? I'd probably give it a 6, but it was the most exciting press conference we've had in a long time. Well, the last one we had that was pretty exciting. It was the PS3 and Xbox One, but they were unveiling PS4 and Xbox One. They were unveiling everything.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But I give this one a 6. The Sony one was really good. The Square Enix one to me was good. But the rest of them were just like such a bore chore. I felt like I couldn't even play the game while I was watching it. Especially fucking Nintendo's.
Yeah, like it's all different now. Like I thought it was a change, and you could tell that it was a change in the guard, kind of a E3 that yeah.
Sony has the upper hand right now. They're out selling all the consoles 2-to-1.
Yeah, and it seemed like that's what it seemed like. It was a changing of the guard, where normally Microsoft was the leading on most of that.
Yeah.
And then I think this was more of a changing of the guard situation, and personally I think it hopefully it's a change for good. I know a lot of Microsoft fanboys are going, no, it's not. But so I'm just hoping that the things will change a little bit. Maybe, hopefully.
You're hoping that the momentum continues rather than going stagnant.
Instead of going stagnant, like everybody using the same damn exosuits and stuff to jump around, like Halo jumping all over to all the Call of Duties and stuff like that, and all the other shooters and out there. But I think it's definitely a changing of the guard.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's funny. I kind of hosted this one that night. Usually, you're the one doing the hosting and the talking.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my first time actually hosting a Gamer Streamer show. we're going to actually end the episode here. I think we pretty much did what we want to talk about. Yeah. So that was our E3 reaction show. I mean, we kind of expected it to be more boring than what it was.
Yeah. We wasn't expecting the games and stuff.
So I mean, I was definitely surprised. I know Dargarth's game Redneck, definitely surprised. You know, there's no Farmer Simulator 16 coming out, which he would probably definitely disappointed in. But there's still 15.
I was hoping there was, redneck fishing or something.
Redneck hunting.
I didn't even see a...
Were you sitting in a deer stand for about 5 hours and you can't move the controller?
Darn.
Kickstarter!
There we go. Maybe we can make our own video game. Well, anyways, I guess we end this video here.
Like we always do. Go ahead.
Like we always do.
Take it away. How we end it?
Hey, you want to be a gamer? Game on.